of you women for being brave enough to come to the front and being brave enough to stand up for what God wants for your lives. Because it's not an easy thing to do, to stand up and tell the world that you're not what they say you are. It's not easy to stand up and say, I'm loved and I'm beautiful. You know, when I first decided that I was going to do this, one of the reasons why was because me and my roommate were sitting in our room one day, and God told me to tell her to look in a mirror and tell herself that she was beautiful. And she did it so easily. And then she told me to do it. And I looked in that mirror, and it was the hardest thing that ever came out of my mouth. And I told her, I said, I can't believe I can't say it. So then she says to me, she says, that's okay. I don't really need it. And it broke my heart, because she's one of the most beautiful women I know. So I just want to tell you all that you are beautiful. And I want you to go home tonight, and I want you to look in a mirror, and I want you to stare at yourself until you can say it. Because it's not easy to look in a mirror and mean it and say to yourself, I'm beautiful. And not look at, you know, we were laughing earlier. We were just sitting there laughing about the double chin. And it's so silly. But you know, when you look in the mirror, us as women, we do that. We look at ourselves and we're like, oh, I got these crow's feet. I got this going on. I got all this over here and this, all this. And it's really easy to look at yourself and say, oh my gosh, I don't look like, you know, that girl in that video. Y'all saw what she looked like in the beginning and how she looked at the end. It's not real. It's not real. I also just want to take the opportunity to really say thank you to the women in my life that have been so powerful and influencing. My mom and my stepmom couldn't be here tonight, but I'm grateful to them because they taught me what strong, confident women are. And then Pastor Tracy is one of the hugest influences in my life. And we can do this. You know, I'm grateful to her, and I know I can look around this room and see that there's many women in here that she's affected in the same way. Because she stands there and she knows how beautiful she is, because she knows what her daddy called her. And if you ever heard her story, she doesn't have a reason to believe it either. So I'm encouraging you all to stand firm and know that you were made in His image. That you were made to look like your daddy. You look like your papa. And there's nobody better looking than him. Which means that there's nobody better looking than you. I'm just saying. That's what it says. In any case, I love you all. And I'm glad that you guys came out. And I'm thankful for all the support, because good Lord knows I was nervous. If y'all talk to me up there, you guys know. TC scared me. She's like, oh, you're next, right? I was like, oh, God. Oh, dear God. She apologized, but y'all can blame her later. Just be like, oh, sweetie. I'm going to stop rambling now, because now I'm just talking to talk. Thank you, guys. You guys can go back to your seats, and eventually Pastor Tracy's going to come up here and do the next thing, and we're going to go on, and we have some good artists that are getting ready to come up.